Hello, welcome to the Scale Modelling Cafe. Welcome to this week's update. Bit of a quick update this week. Not a great deal going on in the modelling world other than it's the Mozon show, which is a show arguably actually is the best for quality of modelling, and it's on my bucket list. So one day I'll get there. Not anytime soon, unfortunately, but yeah, really looking forward to seeing some of the models coming out of there. Right. So on with the show and what's been going on the channel then. The video for the Arma Hobby base has gone up and the painting had some really nice feedback. One big bit of feedback is it's injection molded, not 3D printed like I thought. And actually, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So no idea why I thought it was 3D printed. I guess because it you can download a load of 3D printed accessories for it, you know, chocks and all sorts of bits and bobs for a diorama. So thank you everybody who pointed that out, and my little faux pas. Apologies to Arma. It is injection molded. Right. That is almost it for Arma April. We're nearly at the very end of the month. Just one more project to go. It's edited nearly. I need to do the voiceover and just do the final reveal pictures at the end, and I'll upload that interfrastically, as Blackadder once said. So you can expect that very soon. That's a two-parter. And then right at the end of the month is going to be the gallery. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a line under the submissions, if that's okay with you guys. Overwhelmed, to be perfectly honest, on the response I've had. I've had so many people emailing in their models. So thank you very, very much for everybody who's sent me an email with a picture of their model on it. So what I'm going to do is I need to edit that all together. And what I'll do is I'll stitch it to some... I'll do a little bit of an intro, a little bit of a wash-up on Arma April very quick, because we all want to see your models, don't we? So, yeah, expect that out right at the very end of the month. I'm going to save that right till last. But a massive thank you for everybody who submitted their models. I thought I'd maybe have 2 or 3 responses and then have to say, sorry everybody, I haven't had enough. But yeah, absolutely blown away. So thank you very, very much for that. Right, yeah, so the Key 43 then. And I've got the review of the airbrush I use. So the Gallery GHAD 39 video. It's an hour long, but it's a really, really good workout and a really good on test. I do acrylics, I do lacquers, I do varnishes, I do primers, all on the paint mule, and give it a real good workout with both nozzles, the big one and the small one. And yeah, just compare the two really. And like I say, I used it on the Key 43. I thought that would be a proper real stern test with that motley camouflage. Then, if I can do that with it in 70-second scale, you can do anything with it, frankly. And it passed with flying colours, as you've seen. So really excited to put that video out. There is a discount code. If you want to get it from Amazon between the 28th of April and the 30th of May, there'll be a link with a discount code in it. So you can get it on Amazon. That's 10% off. If you're watching this outside that time, or you don't like Amazon and you'd rather get it direct from the manufacturer, then I also have an affiliate link, so I get a little bit of a kickback, which will go to help the running of the channel, and you can also get your 10% discount. So look out in that video, in the links in the description below, and that'll give you the discount codes. Right, there we are. So that is that. I think that's out on the 20th. I think I put that out on the 28th, I believe. If not, around then, but we're near the end of April anyway, aren't we? And thoroughly enjoyed the month, actually, bringing you all this Arma content. It's making me wonder, should I do FX August or FX Autumn? Maybe I'll have a think about that. What it has done though is I can start moving on and start doing other manufacturers' kits, and you might be able to see behind me the little Dora Wings Norseman. painted this today. It's not that big, but it's used at least a third of a pot of MRP yellow. Perhaps not the most sensible paint to use straight away. Perhaps maybe I would have been better off doing Tamiya undercoat and then finishing it off with MRP. But beautiful, glossy, sort of satiny type. You can see the sheen there. Finish to it. I've painted the tail markings because trying to get that decal to wrap around neatly the leading edge of the fin would be quite difficult, I think. And absolutely loving it. Not without its challenge. I kind of knew what I was getting into. Dora Wings are, it's not Tamiya by any stretch. Old-fashioned modelling skills required. Some gaps, some fit issues. Trying to get the wing on top of the fuselage was, as designed. I don't think it goes. So I had to make some pretty drastic modifications to the cockpit roof to get that in. Spreader bars, all that kind of stuff. Managed to get the very fiddly engine mount, glued it up. It seemed quite robust. That goes on the bulkhead, and then in my clumsiness I managed to knock it a few times, and that went for a button. So the engine's actually, I drilled and I pinned it with a bit of brass rod. And here we are. So this is ready for decals. That'll be done tomorrow. And I didn't use my black super glue for the fuselage because I knew that I was going to end up rubbing the seams down, or at least dealing with the seams, about 4 or 5 days after I glued the fuselage together. So I thought, why not go, I was going to say old school, but it's not really old school, isn't it? Traditional, and use some liquid cement on the fuselage halves, which I did. But I also used some Mr. Hobby filler, the epoxy filler, because that doesn't shrink, along the seams. And I can just about make out a ghost seam, I think, on the top of the fuselage, if I just play with it in the light, which is a real shame. But underneath is absolutely fine. Am I going to rub that down? No, I'm not. I'm going to do a satin varnish over the top, and that will kill it. So I'm not going to see that. But really liking this, actually. It's a funky looking plane. And, aeroplane. Plane is a carpenter's tool. But, really, really enjoying that. Obviously, I'm videoing this as well. This is going to be a full build. Maybe even a one-parter. I don't know. We shall see. Really enjoying that, and looking forward to doing some weathering on that, because that's going to be quite challenging to weather the yellow, not go over the top. But really enjoying that little thing. After that, I've got something really quite cool, which I'll bring to you when this is finished. Probably, maybe even next week. We shall see. Right. No industry news to bring you, no new kits, but one bit of personal news is the girls are running the London Marathon tomorrow. They're in London. The hotel overlooks the Houses of Parliament, and they got upgraded to a suite. I may have paid for that. They're really excited but very nervous as well. I just want to extend a thanks to everybody who's donated to the Whiz Kids charity for the girls' fundraising. They actually hit the target today. So that's £3,850 that they've raised for Whiz Kids, which is the charity for families and young people who are wheelchair users. Really helps them out. Their friend from school, back in Ilchester when I was appointed out of Yeovilton, unfortunately caught something horrible and lives a life in a wheelchair, which is really sad, because she looked like she was going to be a professional footballer. So it's a charity really close to their hearts, and they're delighted to be running for WizKids. So cheer on the girls. I know you will. Thanks to everybody who has contributed. I have to say, if it wasn't for the YouTube channel and it wasn't for you guys, they'd be nowhere near the target. So they also asked me to extend a big thanks to everybody who has donated It really is humbling that so many of you put your hands in your pockets and help the girls out and help the charity out. So thank you very, very much. I will let you know how they get on. Just have a look at the Facebook page, and I'll, they're not athletes. They just want to get to the end. But I'll let you know how they get on Facebook, because I'm extremely proud of them, and rather than me. But yeah, fabulous day tomorrow. Right, there we are. That is the end of this week's update. Thanks very much for watching. Keep checking out the channel for the Key 43 videos, the gallery airbrush review video, and all your work in the gallery, which will be coming right at the end of the month. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye-bye.